Covering all the news from every dark corner of the universe. SliceofSci-Fi.com.
All right.
Okay. Since we're back at 2013, we're trying something different. We're actually, since we've been doing these extra cuts, as we called them, for a little bit last year, we're going to try to actually stretch them and do a show. It's going to be
do
audio
something,
and
yes.
video with them. So we're going to talk about the movies because we didn't get to really go through all our complete list. So what I want to do is talk about kind of some of the ones we missed.
Yeah, the latter quarter of
There was a
quarter
lot
year.
of them that we really kind of rushed through at the end.
the end of the year
I think
stuff.
you made it through July.
Yeah, well, I mean, we did I kind of wrapped through, July and August, Smurfs 2. I talked about how movies had come out that we didn't really know they're coming, like 300 Rise of an Empire.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
It's
don't
a
know what that
prequel to
is.
300.
Really?
It's
Charlie-
not Zack Snyder, though, is it?
I don't know. I didn't get any real big details other than it's going to be the rise of King Xerxes.
Here's the problem
Basically
with
got
that
his
is
ass kicked by the
Is it
Spartans.
the
Gerard?
stuff that's really deep
know.
into the year now. We're starting to get in this area where they don't have a lot out on it yet because it's still
and the schedules could easily change.
right. And
Yeah.
this is just kind of preliminary. So let's kind of
These are the scheduled
preset.
dates.
This is
As
the
of
stuff
now.
that
Yeah,
as of now,
August 2nd for
it
that.
may change.
Yeah, Red 2, which I knew was coming out.
Yes,
That
we knew
should
they
be
were making
awesome.
it.
Yes.
I knew that.
I
saw-
love the original.
I actually read an article on this online because I'm a huge fan of the original Red. We watch it constantly.
Oh, yeah.
when
right?
it's on
It's
TV.
got such
Such a
rewatchability.
great-
Amazing movie, and I read this little blogger little article. How much you can believe it's the internet, people. Take it with a grain of salt. This is not from God's lips to your ears. But they said that they probably would not actually put Morgan Freeman as a cast member because he died
Right,
in the
right,
previous
right.
one. So it would be very secretive that he would be back.
Yes.
And I'm hoping that they're smart enough to put him back in there because his character was awesome.
I think they'll do flashbacks with him probably.
That wouldn't surprise
Maybe,
me.
yeah.
So,
That's a safe thing to do.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited because we all
Oh,
love
goodness,
we all
yes.
love Red.
Well, we don't know whether or not he's dead or not. I mean, it was
No,
one
it was-
shot.
It was only assumed. We
True.
never really saw it happen, but
Exactly.
It
was
the
one
evidence
shot.
Was pretty
He's not-
incriminating.
Yeah, but it was one
But no-
shot, and
no-
he had to have. I mean, there had to have been a bulletproof vest in that room somewhere. That guy was just too egomaniacal not to.
yeah.
You know, so.
But they could write their way out of that one.
Just like a soap opera
They could.
would. Yeah.
Absolutely.
True. Very true. We didn't really talk about Elysium much, which is on August 9th. That's District 9, Neil Blomkamp's.
Yes.
Awesome. It's basically a highly political science fiction film about a world where the rich live on a lush space station and poor people, like Matt Damon, who's one of the main characters, struggle on Earth to get health care and basic necessities.
Oh,
Looks
interesting.
awesome.
Sounds like
So
Right.
it's Titanic in space. Awesome.
Actually,
I can't wait for
sounds
it.
like
Sounds
the
great.
Star Trek episode Cloudminders.
Right. So Earth is steerage.
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yes.
I get it.
So it sounds really good. And I didn't really realize they're doing it to Percy Jackson.
Oh yeah. That made
Wow.
enough money.
So-
It did well enough.
Yeah. One of
so-
Brett's kids is really into that. He really liked the movie.
So dig this. Okay, so we said that Nathan Fillion's going to be Hermes. Dig this, though. Anthony Stewart Head is going to be Chiron this time.
That's fantastic.
really?
Yes.
That's good.
Which should be pretty good, since obviously Pierce said, no, I didn't want to do that. I thought that was kind of interesting. Insidious Chapter 2, by the way. So I don't know if anybody
I don't know what
was
that is.
I
What
don't
is
know
that?
anything about
yeah,
that.
so it was a horror film.
Oh, okay.
And then in September, we talked about Riddick.
Yes.
I didn't even know they were making that.
I didn't know
I
either.
did.
You know who's in it?
Who?
Katie Sackhoff.
No.
Oh, yes. And she's kind of talked about it a couple different times about how they're really going for an R rating and they're doing that with the side boob and lots of swearing, she said.
Really?
She's so
They're
awesome.
pushing for
I
the
can't
R rating.
even.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's rated R for side boob.
Side boob and swearing. Lots
Side
of
boob
swearing.
get you with
It
the swearing.
can.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
Married with the swearing, yeah. A few
Am I the only
F-bombs
one that
out of
watches
it.
Longmire? It's not genre, but it's the it's
seen it a little bit.
the mystery show that she's on cable. It's so good.
I don't
It's based
know.
on a series of books about a sheriff in Montana or
Yep, you're the
Wyoming
only
or
one.
somewhere.
I don't know
She's
anything
great
about
on
it.
it. She's
About it.
great on it.
Oh.
It's so good.
here's another one. I, Frankenstein.
Okay, what
Now-
is that?
Yeah, what is that?
Aaron Eckhart plays Frankenstein's monster who finds himself caught up in an endless war between two immortal monster clans.
no,
Yeah.
okay,
Okay,
now
so-
I like him.
Yeah.
He's good. He's a good actor.
Okay.
It's why I know it
Yeah,
because I was basically Googling Aaron Eckhart, and for some reason that still sounds sexual. I don't know why, but it's just
Aaron Eckhart does sound sexual.
No,
right?
it actually
Aaron
came
Eckhart.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's
is
it.
hunky. That's why.
Oh,
He's
that's
got
it.
the big
He's a
So-
hottie.
Megan-
So it's like-
manly chin.
It's I like iRobot, not
Yeah.
I like
Yes.
iPod.
Right.
Right.
I
Okay, good.
Frankenstein.
I was a little nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I was
not an
wondering
Apple
what I
product.
Frankenstein might be. so that might be all right
Frankenstein created by Apple.
Exactly.
Well, haven't they already done that?
Terrifying.
Yes. Another one, The Tomb, September 27th, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Of course.
Yeah.
Arnold stars with Sylvester Stallone starring in this action thriller about a structural engineer who is falsely accused of a crime and
Oh
has
my
to
God.
break out of an ultimate high-tech prison which he designed himself.
That's, my eyes are
He's-
rolling so
I
far back in
know.
my head.
I
He
know.
I
is
can't
so
even-
trying to get back
Well, him and
into
Stallone.
Him and Stallone both.
Yeah. I was like, wow. Here's one in October that I didn't realize coming out. Sin City 2, A Dame to Die For.
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
knew they were
I didn't
doing
know
it. I
about
just
that.
didn't know
A
when.
know they
Dame
were
to
doing it.
Kill For, sorry.
Right.
It's basically Robert Rodriguez
Is it him
doing
again?
Yeah.
Is
So-
Frank Miller
And it's
credited?
and
yes.
it's still probably in that stylized
Oh, I'm
exactly
sure.
the same.
I'm sure.
It's going to be awesome. I love all that stuff because it's so noir and it's got that really odd film style. It just sucks you in. It's
Hello,
awesome.
zany neo-noir film. What? What?
Zany. They called it zany?
Yeah, I know.
Zany.
Sin City is not what I would call zany, but
No.
all right.
There's nothing zany
Nothing
there.
zany. Not even about the manner in which they film it.
Right. So October also lots of horror films. Also,
Oh, I get zany. Wait a minute. No, I get that. Jessica Alba is a stripper that never
The-
gets stripped.
the
That doesn't
strip-
strip.
yeah, your strips,
That's
yeah.
zany. There you go.
that's actually wacky, Mike.
That's wacky and zany.
So the other one is that there is going to be a new Carrie.
Yes.
I
I knew
heard
about
about
that.
Yeah, I heard
so
that.
was kind of interesting. I was like, oh, that's.
But I can't remember who's playing the part.
Neither can I.
I don't remember, but I know that
It's an actress. I mean, somebody we know.
Yeah.
who's in it. I can't remember who else is in it. But anyways, World's End. It's another zany post-apocalyptic comedy.
Another
But
zany.
but
That's the
this
word
is
of the day.
the Simon Pegg and Nick Frost one.
Oh, that sounds like it'd be awesome.
That's good.
So they basically are two friends who could go on a pub crawl and confront the end of days.
Oh, I've heard of this.
Also, Martin Freeman's going to be in it as well.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm on board.
Carrie,
Excellent.
Carrie,
Julianne-
Chloe Grace Moretz. So
Oh, yeah.
Hit Girl.
and
Right, okay.
Julianne Moore's in it
And
as well.
Julianne Moore's in
That's
it.
how
Yeah.
I know it.
And
That's
Judy
why.
Greer. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked kind of interesting.
I
actually.
tell Peg and Frost. I
All right, they're
tell-
gold.
See,
They're
I mean,
gold.
they-
those two guys are in.
I don't
And
care
then if you
what
throw
they're
Martin
doing.
Freeman on top,
Oh, it's gonna be
I'm down.
awesome.
yeah.
So November, Ender's Game.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
alas. Dear God, how
Finally.
long? How many years have we been waiting for this?
That movie's been optioned, pulled off, put
Yes,
option again,
yes.
pulled off. So finally, now that it's done,
And it's going to be a big bowl of suck just because
sure
we
it
have
is.
such high expectations of it. That's what it's going to be.
but at least we can watch
I thought you
all
were being
these.
positive in the
I'm
new year,
sorry.
Mike. Mike.
It's just hard
we go
to
from
not
positive to big bowl of suck.
Well, they have 11 months
Really?
to fix it.
Well, there you go.
Thor: The Dark World.
Yes.
With Christopher Eccleston in it as well.
Right, right.
So
Man.
awesome.
Yeah. The Hunger Games: Catching Fire.
Oh, that's right,
Yes.
too.
Hell yeah. I'm psyched about that.
And then this one, which we got everybody groaning about, Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Oh dear God.
The classic cartoon about a smart dog, a human son, and their time machine is coming to the big screen, and the Child Protective Services may have decided the dog is not a fit parent after all.
I'm going to kill people over that one.
Yes.
Thank you
I
for
mean-
bringing logic to it, Hollywood.
I mean, let's screw up the Lorax. Let's screw up. Let's.
I've not recovered from the
I've-
Lorax, and they're going to throw Sherman and Mr. Peabody
that's,
at me?
that's it. I
Dude.
tell you what. I'm telling you, it's time to march on Hollywood.
Where's my pitchfork? I'm getting
Oh
it.
man. Another one that's been long delayed that's coming out in December actually is 47 Ronin.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard of that.
Oh, I forgot about
I
that.
don't know this one.
Whoa, I know kung fu. Keanu Reeves
Oh,
stars
no.
in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, really.
okay.
So we'll see how it is.
Here's the
other-
thing about Keanu, which is interesting. In some of his smaller roles,
He's
he's
great.
a really
Yeah.
good actor.
Yeah. Mhm.
But for some reason, you put him in like the big ones,
ones,
and
he's
he becomes
horrible.
a little spacey, like
Yeah.
little, like whoa, like he can't get out of that.
I
But
think,
like,
if you give him a good director, I think he can give you a good performance.
You know what?
Yes.
Lake
Yes.
House. Is a good
Lake
one.
House was a good.
Yeah.
was a good
Yeah.
one.
with
The
him.
Gift, where
Yeah,
he
The
played
Gift, yeah.
the scary
Oh, yeah.
redneck guy,
He
like
was
you
good in
wouldn't
that.
even know.
Oh man.
It's so it
I Love You to Death, where he plays that small bit part of the junkie.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Him. Oh, he was fantastic in that.
What was that horrible? Like it was a rom com for like older people, and it had Jack Nicholson
I know what you're
and
talking about.
you know what I mean, where he played the hot doctor.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, really?
Oh,
He was believable as a hot doctor, and I've
Right,
never been
right.
attracted to
Oh,
him
what was
ever
it?
before.
Oh God, that was
Something's got to give.
something.
Yeah.
Something's got to
Way to
Something's
pull
gotta
it out,
give.
Megan. Way
Yeah.
to pull it out.
I know. Thank you.
I think
I
that
know
was
my
it.
romantic comedies apparently.
So do I sometimes, but it depends on that one. I don't go. Meh. Then we have that's the end of the year really, but then we have a bunch of undated ones.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You forgot the
So,
Hobbit.
so no, the Hobbit's in there too, but we talked about it. It's
talked
like,
about
man,
Well, it's a Hobbit.
Everybody
It's-
knows we're all
But
excited.
everybody
it's a
knows
given.
we have to say that today, well, as the day
And
we're
the day that we're
taping
recording this,
the day that
Tolkien's
we're taping
birthday.
this is Tolkien's birthday.
Tolkien's birthday.
Oh yeah,
Correct.
that's right.
21st. Don't tell the Sackville Bagginses.
No.
Right. Moving along. Undated films. Gravity, which we've talked about.
Yep.
It's
Yes.
Alfonso
Yep.
Cuarón's Children of Men, Gentlemen. Directs a lavish film about astronaut Sandra Bullock, who is stranded in space trying to return to the International Space Station.
This looks
Yes.
awesome.
It looks good. Kind of the preliminary buzz is that it's a little slow, but you know what? I would kill for a really good space.
they hated
space one.
Moon
Yeah,
because
it's
it
true.
was so slow, and
Yeah,
that
but
was
Shenanigans.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Sometimes those slow stories can really build a lot of tension and suspense.
It's
I'm like the only person I know that liked Steven Soderbergh's Solaris, and that was really slow.
That's like watching grass and paint
I
dry.
loved it.
Watching
grow.
grass
Yeah,
dry?
Never mind.
I love watching grass
Yeah.
dry.
Sorry, I got my
grass dry and paint grow.
I got my Merdswick
That's
stuff.
really slow.
So,
Paint growing.
yeah.
Very slow.
Some other ones like kind of sound kind of curious, but who knows? The Prototype: a military robot escapes from an FBI storage facility and goes on a rampage.
Who's in it?
Doesn't really. I don't know what to say. It's just a low budget film.
Okay.
So
Could be good, could be bad. You never know.
Byzantium. Neil Jordan
Oh,
returns to the
yes.
vampires for the first time since Interview with the Vampire.
Ooh, Saoirse Ronan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gemma Arterton and Saoirse Ronan poses mother and daughter.
Oh, and
It could
Johnny
be
Lee
interesting.
Miller, who I used to not
Oh.
like, and now because he's on Sherlock and doing a good job, all of a sudden
pretty
I'm,
okay.
okay, I'm
Yeah.
okay with him. Yeah.
Under the Skin, Scarlett Johansson plays an alien disguised as a beautiful woman who travels around Scotland preying on humans
Seriously?
with her voracious sexuality.
Seriously?
Yes,
Really?
seriously.
Really?
I don't-
Sounds like Species.
It's so obvious.
I just
Who's doing
want
it?
a Black Widow movie. Damn it! I just want a Black Widow movie. That's all I want.
So who else do we have? Haunter, which sounded interesting. Instead of getting to direct Neuromancer, Vincent Natali took on the Ghost movie starring Abigail Breslin as a teenager died in 1986, but is unable to leave her family house and reaches out to save a living girl from the same
Was
fate.
that the director for Splice and Cube? Is
Yeah,
that who that is?
yeah. He's
Oh, yeah.
So it might be interesting. I don't know. But
Yeah. He
I guess
does
we'll
interesting
see.
stuff.
Yeah.
Splice was interesting.
Yes.
I mean, that was a bizarre film. I
Trippy.
The first time I watched it, it was like, what in the hell am I watching? And
Well, and Cube, right?
I
Yeah,
love
Cube, yeah.
Oh, I love
Cube is
Cube.
It's like
So do I.
one of my favorite movies.
I love Cube. Hypercube.
I
not
still
so
loved it
much,
because of
but-
Carrie Matchett.
Well, yeah.
Oh, she's fantastic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's some other long delayed ones. 7500, which is one about an airplane that gets haunted by a ghost, starring True Blood's
Oh, God,
Ryan
yes.
Quanti.
Haunted airplane?
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Ghosts on an airplane.
It's snakes on a plane with ghosts is basically
dear
it.
God.
Yeah.
And without Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
That's kind of
We gotta
scary,
do
actually.
something about
Get these
mother
motherfucking
effing ghosts
the
on the
ghost
motherfucking plane.
That, and you know what? That would probably make it better.
Throwing Ghostbusters with it.
Yes! There we go.
Ghostbusters on a plane.
Venkman, take the one out by the tail.
Just don't cross the streams.
There's one I missed. I can't remember where it was, but anyways. So here's some more other ones. In Your Eyes, Joss Whedon wrote the screenplay for the tiny budget romance about a man and a woman, Michael Stahl David and Zoe Kazan, who are linked in ways they can't possibly realize. Now it's Joss, so
Could be good.
Could be
Could be
good.
something there.
Left Behind remake with Nick,
Oh.
with
Oh,
Nick
God.
Cage.
So there was somebody else has just been cast in that,
Let's
and I'm
just
trying to
leave it
remember
behind.
who.
In which one?
in the Left Behind
In the
thing.
Nicolas Cage Left Behind, there was
Oh, dear
a female
Lord.
actress that was just cast, and I read it today, and now I can't remember. It's going to drive me nuts.
That's okay. Odd Thomas, the big screen adaptation of Dean Koontz's best-selling book series, starring Anton Yelchin. It's been in the can for a while, so we'll see if it comes out this year or not.
The problem is it was shelved, so it's
Yes.
done and it has been sitting there for a while. So
Well-
somebody thought it was
Well, remember,
That happened to Cabin in the Woods, and that was good.
Dude,
so.
that movie is stupidly good.
Yeah, that's true.
So stupidly good.
It might be just so artsy that nobody understands
Gets
it.
it could be.
Could be.
And the last one really is kind of in the limbo is Dorothy of Oz. You know, another one that's been done for a while, but it features Glee's Leah Michelle.
Of
Leah
course.
Michael, sorry, as Dorothy. So, you know, again, it's been in the can for a while. So who knows? I'm trying to find the one that was really, really good in here that sounded good with kind of Ghostbusters. It made me think about it. That's why it made me think about the thing about it. I just don't remember where it is.
Or the thing or the other thing about it.
Yeah, the thing,
Yeah.
and the thing, and
The thing
the
or
other
the thing,
thing.
and the
yeah,
stuff where the
thing.
things happen.
Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
We're
Where the
stalling.
wild things-
This is called
where the wild things
stalling
are
for
lost.
time, people. While Brian finds it in the sheet of paper.
Blah blah blah.
Blah, blah,
Blah
blah, blah,
blah blah. Nerd rage. Blah blah.
Actually, you know what? We could talk about some of these. You go, who do you got?
Oh, there's a new Jason Statham
Oh, yes,
movie
there is.
coming out.
Yes, there
called
is.
Parker. Is it based on the books?
Yes, it is.
Is that who is that? Is that
Jason Statham and Jennifer Lopez?
Oh.
Donald
Lopez?
Westlake's Parker. Yay! I love Donald Westlake. He's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, isn't that the Mel Gibson movie Payback? I'm not sure if it was the same character, but like, didn't Donald Westlake also write the book that was based on?
I don't know.
I don't know
quite
that.
like that movie.
You've out geeked us. I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's like,
on.
what?
Yes. Okay. So yeah, it was Mel Gibson in Payback was playing the same character. Oh, this is gonna be good, even though it has Jennifer Lopez.
I like Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, she can act, but just generally, I find her otherwise
I don't know.
annoying.
Well,
I
are you
know.
talking about the plot, the synopsis for Parker?
Uh-huh.
Well, it says here, a thief with a unique code of professional ethics is double-crossed by his crew and left for dead. Assuming a new disguise and forming an unlikely alliance with the woman on the inside, he looks to hijack the score of the crew's latest heist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
Parker.
Okay.
Donald Westlake. Excellent writer.
It's
Okay.
got a good cast. Michael Chiklis is in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him since
He's
the
fantastic.
family
Isn't
show.
he in Vegas?
And it's directed by Taylor Hackford, who's done
Michael Chiklis?
Yeah.
He's in Vegas, yeah,
He's
right
in
now
Vegas,
with
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis
Yes.
Quaid. I tried,
Really?
and Carrie Ann Moss. I tried watching it. I did, and just couldn't.
Wow, they did a
You
whole
know,
big thing on Vegas, didn't they?
Carrie
Changed it
Ann
up.
Moss, I cannot watch her in anything except Matrix.
Really?
I do not like her in anything else.
She is stiff.
Memento.
Yes. I mean,
Oh, she
She was good in Memento.
No, she wasn't.
No,
she was.
I didn't think she was.
I thought she was.
She was.
She bored me out of my mind.
You're wrong.
Yeah, I loved Memento. I think it's a great movie.
It's a great movie. I didn't care for her.
But I didn't care for her
Interesting.
character. I really did. Yeah.
I disagree with you all.
As
You're
do I.
all wrong.
Okay, well,
Yeah. Wait a minute. I agree with Brian.
I'll stand
Yes.
with Ben.
Oh my God, I agree with Brian.
Hell
my
is
God.
freezing
Why?
over. I think it was Ripped was the one I was really interested in because the kind of the blurb about it, the Ryan Reynolds and Jeff Bridges
Oh yeah,
one,
yeah.
which starred in an adaptation of the comic book of the dead cop who sticks around to police the supernatural, kind of had that Ghostbuster-esque feel to it. Sounded like it sounded
Well,
this
actually,
interesting.
when you talked about that, it actually reminded me of Brimstone. It
Yes,
sounds
Brimstone,
very
you're
much.
Ah,
And I
Brimstone.
loved
that was
that
such a
show.
good show.
It was.
It died before its time.
Really did.
Way needed to keep going because that was a brilliant
It was
show.
excellent. And was Donald Glover who played the devil on that? He was so good.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
absolutely.
Well, I think that's really kind of covers all the last little remaining bits.
Yeah, we're stretching now.
Yeah,
so
we're stretching at this point, so we might as well just kind of wrap it up. But
I think so.
Lots of cool movies to see in 2013. I'm excited. It's
Gonna be a good year.
It'll be a good year. I'm hoping. Yeah.
I agree. It should be
Well,
awesome.
it's about time that finally Hollywood is giving us good years for us nerds to enjoy.
That's all right.
Well, I don't think they're giving it to us.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're-
Well, if you like what we're
Pulling it
doing
from
here, if you like this little
Extra stuff.
extra stuff, it's totally free format. We just kind of sit here and chatter.
we find
So-
a topic we like. And go
Yes,
on.
exactly. If you like that, please send us some comments or
Feedback
let
of
us
some
know.
kind, yeah.
Let us know that you like it, and we'll keep doing it. That's going to do it. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.